This is a 25-minute slow and steady flow just to get you moving and slowing down a bit, enjoying the spaces between the poses. We'll start lying down on our backs, and as always with these classes, you can press pause and stay here for as long as you like. But when you're ready to start moving, we're going to take the knees up into the chest. Grab onto the knees, and take your hands onto the kneecaps and start to press the knees away, and then inhale, pull them back in towards the chest. We're going to do that a couple of times just to start to establish the rhythm of your breath here. Each time you do this, try to lengthen the breath. Slow things down a bit. And try to allow yourself not to be in a hurry to get to point A or point B. With your next inhale, we'll take the arms up overhead, legs out long on the mat, stretch long. And then we'll start to pull the knees back into the chest, reach towards the feet, roll your chin up towards your knees. And then release your hands and your feet up towards the ceiling and lift. And then slowly exhale and drop the hands overhead and the legs down to the floor. With your breath, we'll lift up to a seated position and then stretch up towards the sky. Slow exhale, softly fold over your legs. And then inhale, sit right back up, reaching tall. Start to pull your knees into your chest, grab onto the legs, hug the knees in, and then stretch out into boat pose, any variation. And then slowly let your legs lower back down into Dandasana. Anchoring your feet with an exhale, slowly lower down onto your back. And we'll start again. Inhale, stretch long, arms overhead. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest, round the chin up towards the knees. And then release the hands and the feet up towards the sky, lifting up. And then slowly stretch long, releasing the hands and the feet back into that stretched out position. Anchor the feet, start to roll yourself up to seated, reach to the sky. And then exhale, slowly fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, sit back up into Dandasana. And with a long spine, bring the knees into your chest, grab on for a supported boat pose. And then slowly take the hands and the feet out into your version of Shavasana boat. Slow lower of your legs back down to the mat. Sit tall in Dandasana and then roll yourself back onto the ground. Arms reaching back up overhead. One more time through that. Start to bring the knees into the chest. Roll the chin up towards your knees. And then take the hands and the feet, reach them up towards the ceiling. Slow drop back onto the mat. Arms overhead. Legs reaching long. And then anchor your feet as you roll yourself up to sit. Big inhale in Dandasana, reach for the sky, and then exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, come right back up to that tall spine. Bring the knees up into the chest, grab onto your shins, and then expand into a boat pose of your choice. And this time, simply bring your knees back into your chest, grab on for a moment, and then let's roll over into table pose. Hands and knees. From your table, we'll find a couple rounds of cat-cow, inhaling into cow pose and slowly exhaling into cat. Take the entire duration of your inhale to come forward into cow and the entire duration of your exhale to pull up into cat pose. And then with your next inhale, we'll take your right leg back and your left arm forward. And then exhale, pull back into child's pose with your left arm reaching back. And then inhale, come back on up into table, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, knee and elbow crunch together underneath your body. Inhale, stretch long. And then exhale, pull back, child's pose with that left arm reaching back. Inhale, come back up, left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, knee and elbow crunch together. Inhale, stretch long. And then slowly drop your left hand to the ground. Tuck your left toes under and lift up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, foot up and back. And then bend your knee, flex your foot, slowly roll your hip open into a scorpion dog. And then bring your knee forward back into the chest and slowly step your right foot between your hands. Drop your back knee to the mat. Inhale, low lunge. And then exhale, float back into half splits, using the hands as you need them. Inhale, come back into that low lunge, and then walk your hands past your foot, lift up into a standing split. And then inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, kick the leg back. Inhale, knee to back of knee. Exhale, kick it back. And then inhale, toes tap back of heel. And exhale, kick the leg back. Slowly drop your left foot to meet your right. Folding over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, dive on in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine, chest pulling forward. And then exhale, fold on in, bending your knees for chair pose, come right on up. And then exhale, fold over the legs, reaching down and back. Inhale, up into chair. Exhale, dive on in, flying over those legs. And then we'll inhale and put your weight into your right foot as you stand with that left knee into your chest. Give that shin a hug. And then stretch long into Crescent Pose, stepping that left leg right on back. Inhale, straighten the front leg. And then exhale, take your left hand down to the ground as your front knee bends. Spin your right hand up to the sky. And then slowly take your right hand back down to the floor. Pull your knee up into the chest. Lift the foot right up and back, three-legged downward facing dog. And then slow exhale to drop your right foot to meet the left. Slowly drop your knees down to the floor into table. And we'll start all of that again on the other side. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale into cat. Let's go 2 more rounds through cat-cow. Inhaling slowly forward into cow. And exhaling slowly back into cat. With your next inhale, we'll fly your left leg back and your right arm forward. And then exhale, pull back, child's pose with your right arm reaching back. Inhale, come right back up, fly the left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, knee and elbow crunch together underneath your body. Inhale, stretch long. And exhale, sink back, child's pose, reaching that right arm back. Inhale, come up, right arm forward, left arm back. Exhale, knee and elbow pull together. Inhale, stretch long. And then slowly lower your right hand to the ground. Tuck your right toes under, take your leg up into three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to chest, rolling forward. Inhale, leg up and back, start to bend your knee, flex your foot, stack your hips, roll your hip open into scorpion down dog. And then slowly with your breath, we'll bring your knee back to your chest. Step your left foot between your hands. Drop the back knee for low lunge. And let your hands lift up to the sky. Big, deep inhale. And then long, slow exhale to pull back into half splits. Again, using your hands as they can be helpful. And then as you come forward this time, we'll crawl the hands out in front of your left leg. Float that right leg up to the sky for standing splits. And then inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, kick the leg back long. Inhale, knee taps back of left knee. Fly the leg back on your exhale. Inhale, right toes tap back of left heel. Exhale, kick it back. And then slow release of your right foot down to meet your left. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold on in. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Exhale, fold. Start to bend your knees. We'll lift up into chair pose. Long inhale. Exhale, lean and fly, diving over your legs. Inhale, lift right back up. Exhale, fold on in, reaching down and back. And this time as you lift up, we'll put the weight into the left leg. Bring your right knee up into your chest. Grab onto the shin. And then slowly step it back. Crescent pose, left leg forward, right leg back. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach up. And then exhale, bend the front knee. Let your right hand come down to the ground. Spin your left hand up to the sky. And then exhale, left hand to the ground. Press the ground away, pull the knee into the chest, float your foot. Take it up and back nice and slow. Three-legged downward facing dog. And then slowly drop your left foot back down to meet your right. Begin to take a very slow stroll to the front of the mat. So as you step one foot forward, let the heel barely make it to the other foot's toes. And just continue in that pattern. Keep the legs straight for as long as you can. And then once you're at the front of the mat, bend your knees, let yourself roll slowly all the way to stand, feeling your spine stacking. At the top there, we'll inhale, take your hands up to the sky, big reach up, and then exhale, fold on in, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift and lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Plant your hands, we'll take your left leg and step it back. Come on up, Crescent Lunge, big slow inhale, hands to the sky. And then long exhale, slowly take your hands right back down to the floor. Press the ground away, lift the foot. Take it back into a plank with your right leg lifted. And then lower down Chaturanga, your choice to keep it one-legged or drop the foot for two. Inhale into your back bend, and then exhale up and back, downward facing dog. Slow inhale, left foot to the sky. Exhale, bring the foot forward nice and slowly, no momentum there. Plant the foot, keep the fingertips down. Inhale, heart forward, and then exhale, straighten that front leg and bow in. Cat-cow lunge. Again, inhale, bend the front leg, let your heart pull forward as your hips sink, and then exhale, straighten your front leg and bow in. With your next inhale, step all the way forward to the front of the mat, halfway lift, and then exhale, Uttanasana, dive on in. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come all the way up to stand, and then exhale, let the hands sink down into your heart. We'll do that again on the other side. Slow inhale to lift the arms up and out. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, your right leg will step back into your lunge. Come on up nice and slowly with your inhale. Crescent pose, hands reaching to the sky. And then exhale, slowly bring those hands all the way back down to the ground. Press the ground away, slowly take that left leg lifted up and back into your one-legged plank. And choose a one-legged or a two-legged vinyasa. Lowering Chaturanga, inhaling into your back bend, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Then we'll slowly take your right foot up and back to the sky. Slowly bring that foot forward, step the foot between your hands, fingertips stay down. Inhale, cow lunge, and then exhale, cat lunge, folding over the left leg, heart rounding to the sky. Inhale, cow lunge, exhale, cat lunge. And then with your next inhale, we'll step forward, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, dive in. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come on up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. We'll go through that sequence one more time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step your left leg back. Slow inhale to come up, crescent pose. Take the entire inhale to lift up. And then slow exhale, hands right back down to the floor. Press the ground away, lift the foot, take it back, one-legged plank. Choose a one or a two-legged vinyasa. And find your way back into downward facing dog. Once you're there, we'll inhale slowly to take your left foot up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it forward. Softly plant that foot down between the hands. Fingertips stay down. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. And then follow your inhale all the way forward to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reaching for the sky. And then exhale, hands right down into heart center. Last round here on the other side. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold, and step your right leg back. Slow, long inhale to come all the way up to your crescent pose. Slow, long exhale to come right back down. Plant your hands, lift the knee, lift the foot, take it back, one-legged plank. Choose your vinyasa here. And begin to make your way back into downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, we'll take your right foot slowly up to the sky. Control that step forward. Softly plant the foot between your hands. Inhale, cow lunge. And then exhale, cat lunge. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat. And then we'll step all the way forward, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And we'll come all the way up to stand. Reverse swan dive, big reach up. And slow exhale, hands settle right down into your heart. Inhale, slowly sit back into chair pose, big reach to the sky. Shift your weight to the right foot. Slowly make your way back into crescent lunge with that left foot back. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend both. Inhale, straighten both. One more time like that. And as you straighten both legs this time, we're going to fold in over that front leg. Let your hands reach down and back. And then inhale, bend your front knee, come right back up and into warrior two, shifting your feet for that alignment. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. And then exhale, bend the front knee. One more time. Inhale, straighten the leg. And then exhale, bend the knee. And we're going to come up and over for triangle pose. Straightening your front leg as you come into it. And then we'll exhale and take your top arm, your left arm, and bring the hand down to tap the right. Inhale, open it back up. One more time like that. Close the hands, exhale. And then inhale, take that top arm back up to the sky. Bend your front knee, come back up, warrior two. And then open it up into horse pose. Toes out, heels in. And with your breath, we'll inhale to straighten the legs and lift. And then exhale to sink into horse pose. And with your breath, we'll find your warrior two on your next inhale. And then slowly make the transition into crescent pose. And then right back into chair. Exhale, lean and fly over your legs, reach down and back. Inhale, come right back up to chair. Weight into the left leg, right leg slowly transitions back into crescent pose. And then exhale, bend both legs. And inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, and inhale, straighten both. And we'll lean and fly over that straight front leg, reaching your hands down and back. And then inhale, bend your front knee, come up and over into warrior two. With your breath, reverse your warrior, keep your hands there. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle, and then exhale, bend the knee. Two more times like that. Inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, bend the knee. Last time, inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Come on up and then make your way right on over into triangle pose. And with your next exhale, we'll take your right hand down to tap your left. And then inhale, open wide, hand back up to the sky. Exhale, lower the hand and tap. Inhale, open the right hand back up to the ceiling. Last time here. And we'll bend your knee, come right back up into warrior two. Slowly make your transition into horse pose, toes out, heels in, and then start to find that small pulsing movement. Inhaling to lift out of the pose and exhale to sink right back down. With your next exhale, we'll make your way into warrior two, facing the front of the mat. And then follow your breath to shift into crescent pose, back heel lifts. And then we'll slowly step right back into chair pose. Exhale, lean and fly, pouring yourself over your legs. Inhale, come right back up. And then slowly take your butt all the way down onto the floor. Be mindful of your knees. Once you're down, we're going to set up for Dandasana. So take the hands up to the sky, long spine. And exhale, fold right in over your legs, Paschimottanasana. We're going to find that pulsing movement here as well. So inhale, lift up and find extra length. And then exhale, fold on in. And do that a couple times with your breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, dive on in. Next time you lift up, we're going to come up all the way. Start to bend your knees. We'll make our way down onto our back nice and slowly. Start to bring the heels in towards your butt, knees bent, feet hip width apart, and slowly inhale and lift your hips up away from the ground. And then exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower your spine back to the ground. We'll continue there a couple times with your breath. You're welcome to just lift the hips, or if you want to take the arms up and overhead on your inhale as well, you can. And then exhale, lower everything back to where it started. Continuing to move the pace of your breath. You can continue to move dynamically here, or if you get to a point where you'd like to pause and hold in one of the lifts, you're welcome to do that as well. And then let's very, very slowly lower the hips back down to the floor. Enjoy every inch of that movement. And let your arms come out to your side in line with your shoulders, and we'll start to let your knees fall side to side like windshield wipers for a really gentle twist. Let each round start to get slower here. So begin to let the space between the knees falling to the right and then to the left start to get longer and slower. Next time your knees come to center, let your arms come down by your sides. We're going to start to pull your knees up into the chest and then let the feet come up and overhead for Plow Pose. Stay in Plow Pose for as long as you're comfortable, but when you're ready to come out, let's take the arms up overhead, grab onto the feet, and then enjoy that lower as slowly as possible of your spine and your low back and your hips down onto the floor. This can take as long as you are able to make it take and that you have time for. Just enjoying every half inch of movement. Once your spine is completely reconnected to the ground, start to let your hands, your arms, your legs, and your feet slowly drift down onto the ground. Starting to make your way towards Shavasana. Begin to feel your entire body settling into the ground. Let this rhythm of your breath continue for as long as you have time to stay here in your Shavasana. Enjoy, yogis. Namaste.